Alright, so my van was overheating. I already started some of this. I took off the air box here first. It was just these two plugs over here. And then there's a screw that holds the hose back on here, these two little clips. One was up here when I don't know exactly what they're for. Like air mixture, fuel, something, I don't know. So I got the first bolt off. This guy right here was a 13 millimeter, but the one in there is a different size. It's a standard, which is really weird. So you got two different bolts on here. I already kind of got it started. It's just a tight spot. I did move this hose down underneath here, so I didn't have to take all this off. I'm just trying to thermostat first because I don't know. I'm hoping that's it because it's one of the cheapest things to do. I do want to change the cap as well, but let's see if I can continue taking this thing off of here. I didn't have any leaks or anything. I don't have a pressure tester to actually do the system. I'm hoping it's not the the pump, the water pump, which it probably is. It's always the last thing that you do. But I'm gonna try this first. I'm thinking it might be stuck closed or sticking, like, partially closed, because what it was doing, it was going up high, like kind of quick, like, and then it was getting about 3/4 of the way, probably about 240 pounds, or 240 degrees, and it wasn't actually overheating yet. But then, oh, come on, it's like hitting the intake thing there. Hopefully this will work. And then today I was going to get a thermostat, and it actually overheated. I don't know if it's because I've been turning on the air conditioner, because it has been kind of hot. This was standard 9/16. Kind of odd. All right. See if I can pull this thing off of here. There's like a ground wire on here too or something. Maybe that's a sensor. Yeah, sucker's on there. Screwdriver, hold on a minute. Let's see if I can't get in there and pry it off a little bit. It's a very tight spot, just like anything with the van. Let's see, pump thing, if I can move that out of the way. I don't want to wiggle the van too much because my camera tripod's holding on there. It's as high as it'll go. Is there another nut on here? There is. There's another nut on here. All right. Let's see what size that one is. That's probably the original size. Let's try 9/16 again. And that is too big. What the heck they got going on here? Is it always like that? Let's try that. 13 millimeter again. Just like everything in the way here. They're not trying to give you a chance at all. They're like, no, you gotta take everything off, dude. Of course, I can't get the hook on there like I want. Fuck. Excuse me. It's part of wrenching, I guess. You gotta swear. Crap. Just like like another little screw or something in there. This bracket here that's in the way, and it won't let me get onto the thing. Let me see if I can find the right piece for that. Right next. Should we try metric again? Probably a 10 millimeter maybe. Yep. I don't know how to fast forward on videos or anything yet, so I'm still figuring that stuff out. Otherwise, I'd kind of fast through some of this. So, y'all are gonna have to suffer with me as I go through it all. This looks like the throttle cable, maybe. Remember, I am not a mechanic. I'm just a guy who can't afford a mechanic. So I have to learn everything and do everything myself. It's always trial and error. I usually have to do everything 3-4 times. Put it together, take it apart, put it together, take it apart, all that kind of stuff. Jesus. What they got going on here? Yeah. That little guy was going in there holding that bracket on that was sticking out to where I couldn't get the wrench on there. At least I think that's what it is. Let's try it again. It is hot too. It just rained and it's like almost 90 degrees. So it is humid as heck. All right. One more time. At least it's getting on there. Maybe. Hard to get a good grip and angle and everything. Of course, I'm probably going to strip the, because it's at a weird angle. I think I might have got it broken loose, I'm not sure. Not enough to turn it like that. So what's going on at all? This air damn thing is in the way. I don't know if that comes off. That would be awesome if it did. Hooked up on there. Without taking all that junk off of there. Ooh, man, I'm sweating. I was going to try and do this tomorrow, but the rain stopped, let up. And the Mustang's battery is dead, so... running that hose out of the way. I guess I could have took it off and got it out of the way. That'll be my next step if this doesn't go through right. I think it's working. So one thing about these vans, you think, man, they just really make it difficult to work on things. Oh, at least nothing's moving. Once I get this loose, it should come apart. I have a new thermostat. At least I can try. I can test this one. Take it inside. Put it in some boiling water is what they do. And see if it opens and closes. That'll at least tell me if that's the problem or not. All the hoses, the bottom and the top, were all hot. I didn't have any leaks that I could tell. It did overflow into the overflow and then onto the ground. When it got hot and started actually overheating, when it got into the red, a little past the red actually. How many threads are they gonna put on this mug? There's the whole thing coming off again, yeah. All right. Next one. All right. There's our thermostat. Ooh. Push that one in. Looks like it's closed. I think. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that looks fairly new or it's just really clean in there. Let me grab something. I'm going to clean the top of that one and then I'm going to put the new one in. Everything looks good in there. It's like clean. I've had other cars where it was all rusty, or I had one car, I think it may have had a blown head gasket or something where there was oil getting in there and it was real like chocolate milk looking frothy. But this looks good in there. Everything looks pretty clean. All right, let me find that new one. I had it here somewhere. Where's that? Sitting on the seat of the Harley. There goes a jet. I'm like right over the line where they go, I think maybe to Midway Airport. So I get planes flying back and forth here all the time. All right. Oh, looks like it's maybe brass. This one's all stainless steel. It was supposed to be a better quality from like $6.99 for a regular to I think it was $9.99 for the one that was all stainless steel. It's supposed to not rust or anything like that. This one feels heavier. It looks like it's got more brass or copper to it. This is stainless steel. I don't know if that one's original. It's pretty heavy duty compared to this one. They're both $195 is the stock. Well, let's see if I can put it back together. Oh, I wanted to clean that off. Hold on a second. See if I can get it back together. Check this other side here. Everything looks good. I mean, there's not much that could be wrong with it, I guess. There's not like rubber gasket, there's not metal like sticking in there. Oh, the fun part again. Alright, if I can get them started, I will be happy. I think that top bolt was something that was holding that ground wire on there. Starting. That's good. Okay, so hopefully you can kind of see what's going on in there. Alright. Next one. I'm just trying to do this, like I said, real quick to see what's going on. The cheapest, easiest way to kind of find out what's going on without, you know, a pressure tester and all that kind of stuff. Usually you would open up here and you got a pressure tester, you put that in there, you put no more than 15 pounds of pressure, and if you have a leak or something, it'll push the fluid right out of it. I didn't have any air leaks. From what I can tell, it wasn't really circulating as much, so I was hoping this was stuck closed, which it is closed, it's not open, but I don't know if that's what it is yet. Alright, what am I doing here? Going. Not in the hole. Get that first one started in the hole right. Feels like it grabs and then it like will stop, so I don't want to cross thread it. Pull it out and start again. Clean these threads maybe. Just run my nail through there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The neighbor's dog. Sophie, I think is her name. Little bitty pup. I don't know what kind it is. A little white and looks like a little gremlin. And it was mean, like Kara was going up there and it was trying to bite her. The kid was holding it and it was trying to bite Kara in the sniffer. And Kara didn't seem to mind. She's like, what? This little puppy. Come on. Maybe I should put the front one in first. I thought it would be easier. I'm just trying to get it started and then not drop it to wherever it will get lost in here. I'm gonna go with the other one first. I can get this one back off again. I tried to use the same bolt in the same hole. That way, I know it works. Kind of reminds me of being on the submarine. On there, you you couldn't see anything you were doing. Whatever you're working on, you could never see what the heck it was. It was always doing everything blind. Go to your home. You know you'll want to. come on. Every time I push it, like, my hand pushes it out of place. It's a tight fit. I think that might be it. She bites. Oh yeah, that's it. All right. Now hopefully I can get the other one in there. Clean that one out of the threads with the old thumbnail. You can't be scared of dirt and grease. Let's try her again. I think I got it started. At the end of this, I'll see if I can get you a little closer look in here. Yeah, all the way down in there. Probably not going to start this right away. I'll probably go in there and boil the other one, see if it's open and closing, see if it's actually functional. Because I don't want to waste my antifreeze that I do have. This takes that orange kind with the, I think it's called Decron. I think that's a GM Chevy type thing. I don't know if all of the other ones do that or not. I never even knew there was different colors until recently. Let me forget to put that ground on there, and then that 10mm that holds the, I think that's the throttle cable. There's two of them going in there. I don't know what that is. It's this one here coming all the way up and around into this thing. Another one over here, which I believe is the actual throttle. If anybody knows what that is, you're welcome to let me know. Tighten it up. Now, should we wrench it down as hard as we could, or do we just want to snug, right? Definitely don't want leaks. I've never torqued anything that I know of in my life. And besides on the sub, we had to use torque wrenches for everything. Everything was torque. Everything had to be the specs on everything. We did a lot of preventative maintenance. You know, even if it was still working good, we still had to fix it, take it apart, put it back together again. I rebuilt lots of hydraulic pumps, things like that. Come on. Squeezing the hose, I can hear it running through there. And they put this booger in a tight spot. Again, I probably could have took this hose off and make it easier. But, hose looks good, but I'm always scared that it's gonna get jacked up. I don't have money to buy a new one, so I'm hoping to go cheap with this thermostat and pray that it works. I'm thinking that's on there, and she's tight. Can't get it. There we go. And where did that ground wire thing go? I think that's a ground wire. It's got two wires, like a white, black with a white stripe. It might have been a different color at one time instead of white. It might be an orange, or looks white. Looks orange back there. I mean, it's just dirty and greasy. Goes back behind the alternator. Huh. Okay. Don't hit the phone. I don't know if it's different size on each one. What they did. It's weird. I should have done the thumbnail trick on that one, but I didn't. It really feels like it's going on, but it feels like it's crossing the thread. Be very careful. And that was a different size. Somehow it was a standard. Oh, I had a problem getting it on and off, didn't I? Drop down. And I am dripping in sweat. Whew. Holy cow. What's going on here? Hit the easy spot. There we go. Getting tight. So I don't want to tighten it too much in case I have to take it apart again later on in the future. I just want it snugged up real good. Alright, now put that other thing for the throttle positioner thing on there. I think it went that way. She's lined up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fall out of there. Bracket doesn't want to line up. Oh, there. Oh, shit. Come on. Every time I get it to the first thing, I just dropped it. Son of a biscuit. Every time I get it in like one barely thread, the bracket like pushes back on it when I try and release to go grab it again. Holy cow. And how am I going to get it? Where is it? I see it. Oh. Come on. Oh, I feel it. Gotcha. Gotcha. you pushed over and stay over. Oh, almost lost it again. Man. I need something to pry this mug somehow. So I can push it over where I need it to be. And it's in the light. There she goes. Sometimes you gotta be smarter than the average bear, which I am not. What you doing, Cara May? You hanging out, girl? You being good? All right, now where'd that little one go again? Snug her up again. Oh. Ooh, man. Wipe my hands off and I'll grab you and show you under there a little bit better if I can. Oh, that was a close one. All right. Oh, I'm a winner. Okay. There's the top of it. So I had to take this bolt off right here, that one there in the back, and then this little guy up here that's holding this bracket, which I believe is the throttle, that was in the way of holding, you know, like the wrench couldn't fit in there, right? So everything's back in there. We'll see how that goes. Well, this took me like 30 minutes. Really, it's an easy job. It's just, it's in such a tight spot, like crazy. Like what? So I'm gonna put this hose back over radiator. There's like a little notch there that sits in. All the hoses look good. They weren't collapsed or anything. All right. Whew, that was a rough one. Hard to get into them spots in there. So big hands, big mitts. Pause. All right, I'm gonna go test that other thermometer. Thermometer. Jeez. Thermostat, and I'm gonna see what happens with that. Let me see if I can show you how I do that. All right.